Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's a rainy Wednesday. It's about 10 after 11 in the morning, so we're going to hit the lunch rush, hopefully a rush, and see what happens. We're going to log into UberEats, we're going to log into DoorDash, hopefully make some money. So stick with me, let's get rolling. Welcome back. Okay, I thought I'd talk to you a little bit as I drive down to the starting point. A lot to talk about today. So again, it's raining, which is good. Let's hope that bodes well for deliveries, right? Last time it was raining, it wasn't too bad. People don't want to go out in the rain. Here in Northern Virginia, we're getting the remnants of Hurricane Ida. So if you are in the south and you're listening to this, I hope you and your family are okay. I hope the hurricane didn't impact you too much. Thinking about everybody down there. We're getting the rain, the leftover rain, some light flooding in certain areas, nothing around here, but we'll just let it ride out. First and foremost is the level of business or lack thereof, right? And I don't know if you guys have been running into that. If you're seeing that in your markets, leave a comment. Let me know if you have been. It has been tremendously slow. And, we've talked about a number of times about potential reasons. Early in the summertime and the spring, we were talking about, well, more people are getting out, people are getting vaccinated, which is a great thing. Things were opening up, restaurants were full, fewer orders coming in. Okay, there was still orders though. There was business, it was good. Over the last few weeks, I have noticed a significant turn down in the number of orders, the volume, whether or not it's on UberEats or DoorDash. Let me caveat that by saying UberEats used to be pretty non-existent in my area. It has come on a lot better, as I mentioned in the last video, and that's really that's a great thing. So credit to UberEats. I don't know if what they're doing to facilitate an increase in business here. If they're doing anything to facilitate it, at the bottom line, UberEats is okay. It's still very slow, but there's a lot more than there was. Now DoorDash has dropped off to the point in my market where it has been some days just non-existent. I don't understand that at all. I've looked online, before I make these videos, I poke around online. I look at YouTube and I look at DoorDash groups and on Facebook, and I'll see what people are talking about. Sometimes I'll go to the DoorDash site. I'll look at news releases. I want to see what's happening out in what other people are running into, what DoorDash as a company might be saying. So that way I can talk about it on these videos and we can have it, some type of interaction in the comment section. I have noticed that a lot of folks have flagged a slowdown in their market, and I have not been able to determine a trend or a possible root cause to that. I have been looking online in groups. There's some theories out there, but it's just, I think people are having a real hard time pinpointing why the slowdown. Let me give you an example of the slowdown that I experienced this past week. Everybody who likes to go fishing, right? You're out on a boat, and if you don't catch anything, what is that called? Getting skunked, right? The first fish that's caught on the boat, the skunk's out of the boat, right? Okay, that's what happened this week. I was out for lunch. Usually I'll pick something up, and it'll be hopefully worth my while. There was nothing. DoorDash, there was not one order. Now, I've heard rumors that the app was having issues. There were no UberEats orders. There was no DoorDash order for an entire lunch shift, and I was online for a long time. It got to the point where I just stayed online. I went about my business, doing errands, whatever I needed to do. Still no orders. That hadn't happened in all the time that I've been driving around delivering for DoorDash or UberEats. That's unfortunate. That same within 2 or 3 days of on either side of that getting skunked, there were some dinner rush hours. Well, they weren't rush hours. There were some dinner shifts that resulted in 2 orders possibly, and that's being logged into UberEats and DoorDash. That it was unheard of in my area for a long time, and I do not know why that is the case now. I'm going to keep researching that, and if anybody has any insight, has heard anything, let me know. Leave it in the comments section, and let's talk about it. Again, all I've heard is conjecture and rumors, app issues, whatever. You know what? App issues don't cover a downturn in business for days and days or weeks on end. That's just not the way apps work. Let's figure this one out. So if I hear of any reasons, I'll pass it along. So hopefully today will be better. You can't see out the windows here, but it is raining pretty good, about 11:15. So I'm going to get wet. I've got an umbrella in the back. We'll see what happens. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I hope you hit the like button and hit subscribe. The channel is growing by leaps and bounds. Some of these videos I posted, they're getting over 6,000 views. Our subscriber count is increasing. I'm trying to make the videos once or twice a week, and that's just great. I enjoy doing it. So hey, hit subscribe. We're talking about everything DoorDash, Uber Eats, and making money in the gig economy. Hopefully we'll be making money today in the gig economy. So sit back. I'm going to log in a couple minutes, and I'll take you with me. Okay, got the first order of the day. Uber Eats, not logged into DoorDash yet. Wasn't able to schedule a dash until 12:30, and it's a dash lasting for 30 minutes, so that is great. Let's hope it gets busier. So Uber Eats DoorDash is not busy here right now. So Uber Eats obviously can log in anytime. Got a $11.50 order to go 5 miles, and I'm about 300 yards from the restaurant. So that's a good one. So we'll take that guy all day long in the same shopping mall that I'm at right now. So as I make my way over to the restaurant, I want to answer some questions, or at least we'll start to answer questions that have been left in the comments section. A new driver recently asked about pay and how do they get paid when they deliver for Uber Eats and or DoorDash. So here's a quick answer for you, and I did answer it in the comments, but this is for any new drivers. So your pay is going to show up in the app. I'm losing the microphone, and that will, based on how you have it set up, go directly into your bank account. So you can cash out on a daily basis. Sometimes Uber Eats and DoorDash might charge you a little bit for that. Or you can wait and cash out once a week. They'll do it on a Monday night, and you'll get your money, and it'll just go direct deposit right into your account. So it's very straightforward. The second question they had was about tips. Can you only get the tips on that show up in the app, or can a customer tip you more? Yes, a customer can tip you more. In my experience, it does not happen frequently, but it does happen, and it's happened to me. I've shown up to a customer's house and given them the food. They've already tipped in the app, and it's included in the fare. They've handed me a $20 bill before, and that is a great thing. So there are generous people out there. You can and will get tipped outside of the app, and it's perfectly fine. You're not breaking any rules. It's great. Somebody wants to give you the money, take the money. It's perfectly fine and acceptable. There are no policies against taking tips outside of the app. So there it is. I'll go through some more questions and address them as we go through the ride today. I'm going to run in, pick up the lunch order, and let's get it delivered. Be right back. Picked up the food. Here's a new one. Maybe not new for everybody, but this drop-off is at the Target store optical department. So everybody's got to have lunch. Picked up another order while I was out there too. A restaurant about 2 shops down from the one I initially got. So that's a good sign. So the total mileage on these is only a little bit over 5 miles. So we're going to be doing pretty reasonable here. Let's hope that sustains. Last video you saw, hey, the first few minutes we got I think $11 or $12 order to go a few miles. I was hopeful. I was hopeful that was going to work out, but it didn't last too long. Okay, so another question I had from a subscriber was, when logged into the apps, do you see other drivers? Can you tell their location? The answer is no on DoorDash and Uber Eats. The only time I see other drivers is if I go to a restaurant and they're waiting for a pickup. That's it. Unless there's a hidden setting I don't know about, and I've been through these apps pretty thoroughly, I do not see where you can do that. So the answer to that question is no. You cannot see other drivers on the app. You'll get the order information when you hit directions to go to the restaurant. Obviously the GPS will pop up. You can change the app, the GPS tool you use, whether you want it to be the built-in Uber Eats or DoorDash app. If you want to go to Google Maps or Waze, all of those are fine. And then you will see, after the map, you will see the order screen. You can look and see what items you're picking up, which I highly suggest that you do. You want to make sure that you're getting a drink if there is a drink to get. And that's really all you'll see on the completion screens with the steps to take a picture. You will not see other drivers in your area. When you pull up the map to see, the heat maps to see what's busy, what's not, you will not see other drivers just hanging out. Now, I can't speak to the rideshare apps. Again, I did Uber Eats a long time ago, a few years ago, and I don't recall if you could see the other drivers waiting in a parking lot, etc. I don't think you could. I can't recall off the top of my head. So anyway, there it is. I will continue to plow through these questions. I gotta tell you, I'm really glad that the questions are coming in. I like answering them, and it's great to have that back and forth. We're going to help each other out, and as I come across things and I figure things out or trouble spots, I'll let you know. If you come across them, let me know. So, all right, I'm going to make my way over to the Target Optical Center, and we'll be right back. Okay, made the drop-offs. Piece of cake. Target Optical. Person was standing outside the door. Didn't even have to get out of the car. That was convenient. Another couple miles. Drop this guy off. Here's a DoorDash order coming in. It's way too far away. We're not going to go that far away. It's 8 miles away and too little money. But I was able to log into DoorDash, so that's a good thing. So this goes a couple orders now, but rain is persisting, so hopefully more will come in. So let's hit another question. Somebody asked me in the comments section, when I'm dropping the food off, do I just leave the food? Do I knock on the door? Do I ring the bell? Here's the answer to that. First and foremost, I follow the directions in the app. If the customer says, don't ring the bell, obviously, I don't ring the bell, I don't knock, I don't do anything. Here's another order coming in. These guys are too small. What I do is, unless, and other people may do their own thing, but unless the order and the instructions specifically say to knock on the door or to contact the customer, I do not knock and I do not ring the bell. If it says leave at my door, I just leave it at their door. Okay, they're usually, I can't imagine that they're not following me on their app, right? So they can see when their food is driving down the street and when it gets to their house. They get text messages notifying them that the food is there. Wendy's for $4.25 is not happening. I don't know about Wendy's happening at all, but definitely not for $4.25. So they're following the driver, right? If you order food, you're looking at the driver. You get the text messages from Uber Eats and DoorDash that, hey, Mitch has arrived. Your food is there. Give him a minute to finish up. So I do not knock on the door. I do not ring the bell. Other people do. That's great. I don't do it. Here's Panera Bread. Let's take a picture of that guy. $7.75 for 4.1 miles. So we will do that.
East on Marshall Drive Northeast or Fair Drive Northeast.
Sorry, we're not too far from Panera Bread right now, and that's kind of right in the range of, are you gonna or not. Now, you cannot pause Uber Eats orders. So if you are using two apps, you can't pause. So that means you need to log off of Uber Eats when you get another order, and then log back on when you're ready to roll. I know some people who multi-app a different way, and what they do is, they'll stay logged in even if they've accepted a DoorDash order, and then they'll, if they get an Uber Eats order that happens to be close by, they'll go and pick that up at the same time and double their workload. I don't do that. I don't take any chances of getting confused. I'm not running multi-apps and having all that going on. Not when I have an active delivery. So I will wait until I get a delivery, or until I accept an offer. And once I accept the offer, I either pause DoorDash or I log out of Uber Eats until I've completed the offer and the delivery, and then I'll go back and log back into both. I know a lot of folks, they say, well, that's not real, multi-apping, and you gotta, might as well stop along the way if you get another Uber Eats order. I get it. Hey, more power to you. I'm not doing it. It's too risky for me. That's the last thing I need, is to lose track and start screwing up, doing the wrong thing. I'll wind up delivering the DoorDash food and hitting complete on the Uber Eats app. I don't need that kind of stress in my life. It's just keep it clean for me, and it works. So, all right, there it is. We're gonna go to Panera Bread, pick up this person's lunch, and I'll be back to you in a bit. Okay, we dropped off the Panera at the local elementary school, one of the many. The orders are coming in. Unfortunately, they're a little small. Like the last one that just came in was $4.25 to go to deliver from Chick-fil-A. That's not happening. So logged into Uber Eats and DoorDash right now. The rain is coming down, and that is definitely increasing the volume of orders, as we kind of figured it would, which makes sense. But the dollar amount's not there for a lot of these. So we're going to hang on. Here's one that comes in $8 for 4.2 miles. Yeah, we'll do that guy because there's not a lot other stuff coming in. We'll go ahead and take that guy. I know just where the restaurant is. It's right by where my starting point is, so that should be a pretty easy one. Got to set those goals, right? So as you guys know, my goal is $20 an hour. The last couple of orders plus this $8 order, that'll put me right at the $20 an hour mark. So we're tracked to plan. So I'll be happy to take a larger order, 11, 12, 13 bucks. But it's lunchtime. A lot of these things are going to be in the $7, $8, $9 range, unless you're getting an office who's buying for a lot of people, and then you might get lucky. But we'll take what comes our way. And there it is. So it's gonna take a little longer today driving around in this rain, but that's okay. It's kind of a trade-off. So let me head over to this restaurant and run in through the rain. Hopefully I can get parking real close. Okay, so we're about 1:20 in the afternoon. There's been a few orders. Nothing outstanding, everything in the $7 to $9 range. I'm going to wrap it up for this lunchtime. I'll be back out later for dinner. The rain has cleared up a bit, but I think that the forecast is for more rain, so we'll see what happens. I think I made about $50. Anywhere between $45 and $50 for this one. We'll have to see where Uber Eats comes in, because that can take a little bit for it to total up. Usually within an hour of completing, you'll see the tips and everything start coming through. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go home, grab some lunch, take a break, and then be back out here for dinner. So maybe I'll film some more for dinner, but for now, it's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed making it. Again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. It does help. Thanks very much. Be safe out there.